Welcome to another edition of Soccer Arena Indy, brought to you by myself, Ademola Aino, aka Big Demi. Behind the camera, I have Mazifeanyi with me. Today, I have the pleasure to welcome a Manchester United fan in the house and as well a Chelsea fan. Can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello everybody. My name is Lukaku. I'm a Chelsea fan since 2005. We've been repping, and I'm excited to be here today. And thanks for inviting me over.
You're welcome. Yeah. Thanks for accepting our invitation.
Yeah, definitely.
On my left side, can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Yes, I go by the name of Abdullah, and I've been a Manchester United fan since 2011, to remember precise, from England. And we've been the one top of the table, and we're here to talk about the game again. Let's see how it goes. Welcome.
All right, thank you, Abdul. Thanks for coming into the show today.
Thank you.
Let me go to my Chelsea fan in the house. I heard you say you started supporting Chelsea since 2005. Does that mean you started being a supporter of Chelsea when Roman Abramovich took over of Chelsea?
I wouldn't say that. I think I've been a fan. I've been watching football for a long time, but I started following club football every season since 2002, and since that time, I never really had a club. We were just here and there. So, I support a couple teams, but it was until 2005 that I had a regular team I was supporting, and I think that time Chelsea signed Mikel. So I was fan of Mikel. I was following Mikel every time, and I just became a fan because of Mikel, not because of the fact that they were winning at that time. But it was a big team, and I was a big fan of John Mikel at that point, and so I just had the reasons to support the team there. And it's been love all through,
Yeah. Okay, well, I believe anybody that has been supporting Chelsea since 2005, they have great memories since they've been supporting Chelsea. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Well, congratulations to you. You guys have been on a very good and smooth ride.
Yeah.
To my Manchester United fan,
Yes, sir.
2011,
yes, sir.
You've been a supporter of Manchester United. So, can you tell me how the journey has been since then?
I don't really know how I'm gonna put it because it's been a Rolls Royce ride. The good, the bad, and the ugly. There've been times I've been like, yeah, this is my team to support, and there've been times I've been like, hell no. I feel like quitting. I feel like joining a Real Madrid or a Barcelona or whatever. But it's been Manchester United for me all day, all long, and I stick with it since 2011. Actually, I joined United because of Saha. Saha, the Saha, the United striker there. Then
got it from
Fulham. Then so it was really, really impressive then when we got Saha, because Saha kind of scored this amazing goal then I watched, which was I would say the first precise United game I watched actually, and so the performance and everything, I was like, yeah, I like that. And I have a brother too who actually watch United games, so I'm like, okay, I like the way that team plays. I need to see them more. Then the next game, I was able to see the almighty Cristiano Ronaldo perform and show me the miracle again. So from there, I fell in love, and since then it's been up and down, and we've been riding on to present.
Okay. Thank you. It's been a lovely ride for you as well as a Manchester United fan. But looking at what has been happening over the years since the departure of the great Sir Alex Ferguson, and the emergence of Manchester City in the city of Manchester. So, do you think this season, Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, you guys have some couple of players that they can change the game, they can impact the game. Do you think this season is the season for Manchester United?
Yeah, I can actually say that with confidence now because, basically, you come to look about it, if you have a point to talk about something, you should have a point to back whatever you're saying anyway. So, if I could remember, last season, we were 12 points behind the champions. So, and all through the whole season, away from home, we went unbeaten. All through the whole season, the whole year, and till present, we're still carrying that record. And I think we broke the record from you guys, actually, Arsenal. And now we're actually holding the record of the most unbeaten away record, actually, in England. So, and with that, it's been a little bit of confidence coming to this season. Then we moved to the transfer window. I felt like, how can we go about it? What can we do? Then coming Sancho, then coming Varane, then coming Eaton as a backup keeper. That was a free transfer. And then we got the almighty Cristiano Ronaldo. And will I say Sue or who? I don't know what to talk about. But yeah, CR7 is here. And he came with the magic, you know what I'm saying? Like, if at all I was doubting or thinking we might not do something right or something might happen, but with what I've seen so far, only better can come from it. I feel like what other teams are saying so far too, everyone is really scared too. And if a guy came in and they talk about him that he's old and he's young, or can he do it? Can he run? Can he play? Can he touch the ball? And he came in and do it just like that, bro. Brace in his second debut for Manchester United. I can't expect more. So yeah, I feel with that, it builds our confidence. And with Bruno, with Pogba, everyone coming in, with Varane building up the good defense for us, I feel, only better days to come, yeah. So yeah, let's go for it and let's see what we can do with that.
All right. Thanks. That's amazing. With the addition of Ronaldo, I know you guys, the fan base is popping right now. You guys are happy about that.
Yeah.
So I'll come to what you said about the unbeaten after the question from Sean K.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys defeated Aston Villa yesterday, 2-0. Was it? 3-0. Yeah. And Lukaku actually announced himself in Stamford Bridge. I think that was his first goal in
Stamford Bridge,
on the home soil of Chelsea. So, how do you feel about that?
I mean, every Chelsea fan should be feeling the same way I'm feeling right now. I think it's great. We're not expecting less. There are some signings you make and you feel like, what do I expect from this player? But there are some signings you make and you know what to expect. So we were not expecting less. We know Lukaku is going to score. For me right now, I think he's in his prime right now. We're getting the player who scored a lot of goals last season. He went to Inter, became matured. He's played for us before, and at that time was a young player with prospect. And at that time, he was competing with the likes of Didier Drogba. There was no chance for him to play at all, and he had a lot to work on. And for me, I think absolutely happy for Lukaku because he's a player who wants to develop himself, and he knows what he wants. And I think the manager Antonio Conte, really helped him a lot to become a great player. It's all about the mentality. So he's developed that mentality to become an elite player, and what you have to do is to train, become better. Back in the days, Lukaku's first touch is awful, but I've seen him do a lot of good hold-up play, and I respect him a lot. He's so dangerous, caught with his both feet, no weakness, can use his head to score, can turn his back to the post, and also he can run behind striker. So and he's really strong. So he's gonna score a lot of goals. Last season he scored a lot of goals. This season I expect him to score more. I believe he's going to score more if he's not injured, and he doesn't really get injured a lot. So I'm absolutely delighted. And I want to say last season we had a lot of chances to score. Chelsea has always been that kind of team going into the season as one of the favorites to win the league. And one problem we've always been having since the beginning of let me say the time the fortune spied on us in 2004 or 5 was the fact that we've not really been lucky with a number 9. And last season we had Timo Werner, who had a lot of chances to score, and he's always missing tapping, easy goals. But now we have a beast of a striker who can score half chance, turn it into goals, 3 points. So as a Chelsea fan, you're just really confident right now, and that's what I feel.
Yeah. So do you think the race for the Golden Boots it's on another level this season with likes of Aubameyang, of Harry Kane, and Cristiano Ronaldo, Romelu Lukaku, and which other player can I even talk about in Manchester City? We all know that
Salah,
everybody can score goals in Manchester City, and with like of Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah. So what's your take? Who do you think can come out to be the?
As a Chelsea fan, I have to be biased, but it's not about being biased as a Chelsea fan, but it's just the fact. It's there for everyone to see. Ronaldo and Lukaku, they've played in the English Premier League in the past. Lukaku, for example, has a point to prove. Like, you saw the way his first stint at Chelsea wasn't great, and he played for Manchester United. He started off really good, but at some points he lost his confidence, and he wasn't at the level of the mental level he is right now. And he's a different kind of player. He's a beast, and I think Chelsea, creates a lot of chances every game. He's going to take them. He's a good goal scorer. He can put the ball in the back of the net. Ronaldo has done it so many times. He's going to keep doing it. No matter, even if he's 45, he's going to come to the EPL and score goals. A good striker doesn't have to run anymore. He already knows where to stay. He knows what to do. He can score with both feet. He can use his head. He's going to score goals. Nobody can dispute that fact. Maybe he's not going to play enough games. I'm scared. I'm more scared of a 28-year-old Ronaldo than the 36-year-old. But for me, I think for Manchester United, the way they play, they create chances, fluid, system, I think he's going to score a lot of goals as well. So for this season, it's going to be a really tight race. But not just because I'm a Chelsea fan, but Lukaku is younger, he's more energized. I think he can nip Ronaldo a little bit and score a couple more goals than Ronaldo. If Chelsea lets him take the penalty, because our main penalty taker is Jorginho right now, but I think Lukaku, I've watched some of his highlights and I see he's a good penalty taker. So maybe if he can take more of our penalties, that's going to give him an edge. For Salah, another team, it's not just the top goal scorer this season I see. Well, at the same time, I also see a really tight EPL race. This season is on another level. I've never seen any kind of season like this before.
Mr. Abdul, so on this same topic, can you tell me who you think the highest scorer of the EPL is going to be this season?
I mean, what would I say? The number speaks for themselves, you know what I'm saying? He just talked about Romelu, Lukaku. I mean, I'm not disputing the fact that Lukaku has developed and improved, and he pretty much looked like a more agile and hungry and vital player now. It's impressive to see him how he turned in a year, to change the game from Manchester United to when he was at United, I really could remember how everything was. By the end of the day, we have more scary strikers in England. And one thing I want to say about football again is we have just few understanding about how this striker works. You talked about my Sue being 36 years old, but that's not the actual point. The point is, who has the highest assists of the season right now presently? It's Paul Pogba, 7 assists. So what am I talking about? It's the creators. I'm talking about who are the people that are going to feed the strikers the goals to score. Harry Kane couldn't do nothing against Crystal Palace on Saturday again because why? There was no service. Even he had the chance, there was no sun for him to come in, and Kane is a beast of a striker that can chew anything off. But when you don't get the food and the service you deserve or you need, you ain't gonna get it. I'm saying Sue because now Ronaldo has Sancho to give him the crosses, he has Greenwood to pass the crosses, we have Cavani coming in, we have Bruno Fernandes pushing the passes, we have Pogba putting the passes. And now you want to talk about the minute of playing, I'm going to tell you this right now, that CR7 is going to play every single 90 minutes in Premiership for Manchester United this season. Watch it out. Because why? He has done it over and over. He played the first game against Newcastle, he played the whole 90 minutes. And he scored 2 goals. He played the international game before our game, he played the whole 90 minutes. For 88 minutes, there was no goal in the game, and in 6 minutes to the end of the game, he scored 2 goals, and Portugal win the game. That's what kind of striker we're talking about, the kind of person that can come in 2-3 seconds and change the whole game. So, to me, that's what I see, and that's why I say CR7 has more edge than every other striker, because I'm telling you, look at the midfield, and tell me who is better than Paul Pogba.
All right. We all know Ronaldo is energetic. To me, it seems he's getting younger and younger as the year comes by.
Yes,
I really expect him to do well in a Manchester United shirt. But Looking at his previous record at his previous club side, he's always been the one taking the PKs. Do you think Ronaldo will be awarded that opportunity to take penalty in Manchester United, since you guys have Bruno that barely misses a spot kick?
My answer to your question is so simple because it's already happening in Portugal. Bruno Fernandes is the one taking the penalty for Manchester United. In Portugal, he lets Ronaldo take it. There is no argument with that. So, I don't think there's going to be any argument with that when it comes to Manchester United either. That Ronaldo will be the one taking all the penalties. Probably the free kicks, maybe Fernandes, but with the penalties, come on now, who better? In that 6 bucks or 16 or 18, whatever has to do with the bugs. CR7 is a beast. He's going to get the ball inside the net. That's all he does. He plays 438 games for Real Madrid with 450 goals. He scored more goals than the game he played. And that's getting older. After playing for Manchester United, then he went to Juventus and still break the Sierra record, highest scorer of the season. So he speaks for everything. You know what I'm saying? What he can do and how he can come into the game. So I feel like the little time he has, he's not going to be running around the whole game this time around. You know what I'm saying? He just, the little time he get. So the penalties are his bites, you know what I'm saying? To eat the hedge. And I feel we all there coming together. That gives him the best way to eat the golden boot this season. So I feel that's it.
Okay, thank you. I need to ask you, Chonke, do you think with Lukaku in the side right now, the responsibility of taking PKs taken away from Jorginho?
Yeah, I think so. I think also the manager knows Lukaku is here to stamp his authority as well. So rewarding him as a penalty taker of the team is also it's not about boosting confidence as well. It's like a reward to him, right? So this is a league where we have Cristiano Ronaldo, we have Harry Kane, we have Mohamed Salah taking penalties for their team. So as a number 9, who is also vying for the top scorer in the league, I think the coach. I don't think I've read anything about the penalty decision, but I believe Lukaku is going to take over, because his penalty records are really impressive. So I don't see any reason why I shouldn't take it from Jorginho. And even if you look at Jorginho, the past 10 penalties, I think he's missed about 4 or 5. So he's a good penalty taker. But now that we have a striker who can score and who can take penalties, I don't see any reason why Jorginho should continue as a penalty taker for Chelsea.
Mr. Abdul,
Yes, sir.
what's your expectation for the season as a Manchester United fan?
That's a very good question. Yeah, that's really impressive because I just thought about that because I feel like this season is really, really gonna be a knot to tie, for a lot of teams because, my brother has been saying, I've just been trying to be humble as a Manchester United fan, but I will admit, Chelsea has, they've been really good this season too, with the performances. Actually yesterday, against Aston Villa, I felt, Aston Villa should have done more better with their finishing and their performances and all that. But at least, I felt like the way Chelsea come out their game nowadays, there's more maturity at it and there's more stability and, there's more comfort to it. But you know what? I feel like Manchester United that I see this season is different. You know what I'm saying? Because in terms of Mourinho time, using Mourinho, David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, all those coaches, you see the lineup coming out, and you okay, other teams come at you and they be they have chances against these teams. Yesterday, the lineup was scary. You see top 9 from the back, you have De Gea in the lineup, I have Varane, I have Maguire. Those are Europe champions. Varane is a World Cup winner. Varane he won 4 Champions League with Madrid, 3 back-to-back. He has done it. Being there, done that. He's seen everything. So with his experience, carrying Wan-Bissaka with Luke Shaw, and in the midfield I have Paul Pogba. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, we have Fernandes. Then in the forward, coming at you, you have Sancho, you have Rashford. and you scared already. Like you have Greenwood coming at you. With that, those are the kids that are coming. Then you have the fathers in front of them. We have Cavani, who was so impressive last season with his scoring and his finishing and everything. Then, icing on the cake. It's who himself that accomplish everything now, that gives the confidence. I mean, like, you know, he's the one that brings the trophies. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, you know, he's surely gonna make us win all trophies this season, but I'm saying, like, you know, the charisma, the strength, the energy.
With your high expectation about Manchester United, do you think if your team ended up not winning any title, Champions League, EPL, do you think Solskjaer should get the axe?
I mean, definitely. I mean, if there is better option, I will put it that way. If there's better option out there, we go for it. Because I feel like this is the third season. He's gonna have, you know, I mean, be in charge, and he spent over $480 million already. So, like, he spent a lot of money for his own players. He should be able to win something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we go trophyless this season,
would you say Carabao Cup is something that Man U cherish? I believe a team like Man U should be competing at the top level.
Yeah.
Should be winning Champions League. You know, look at the effect of Chelsea's coach last season.
Yeah.
He came in and he turned that team around.
Yeah.
With the acquisition of Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, Rafael Varane, and with the core of established players in the squad, I believe you guys should be going for the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Like I said, you know, that was what I feel we should be going for. But at the end of the day, you said, should Solskjaer get the sack if we don't win any trophy? And that's what I'm saying, because everyone forgot that Liverpool club came in and went to like 3 finals before he win. I mean, it was like the 4th year he won his first trophy. So you keep forgetting that. So Solskjaer is in his 3rd year. Let's see what happens. You know, this is the first time he's getting those players in. I mean, he had to like change their mentality from the club they're coming from and put his own mentality in to make them better. So if you do well with them, I mean, a little bit, that's why I said anything at all we can manage, you know, for this season, because it's just bringing the clubs together, you know. But after that, then we can fight for more. But if we go trophyless this season, then I think we need a better coach to come do the job.
So, Sean K, Chelsea, you guys have a lot of players already. Even before the acquisition of Romelu Lukaku, you guys knew something was missing up front and you went for him.
Yeah.
What are your expectations for your team this season?
I mean, expectation is clear. Like, we should be competing for the league. As a Chelsea fan, I've been a fan, you know, since for a long time. But this is the first time we've had like so many great players play for Chelsea. You know, signed so many great players. But this is the first time I'm going into the season with so much confidence. I've never had this confidence I've had before as a Chelsea fan, and I know it's the same for every other like Chelsea fan right now. Because apart from the strength of the team, like from the goalkeeping department to like the attack, I mean every position is solid, and we have like proven players all over the place, not like players we're trying to develop. But at the same time, it's not just about, you know, I look at Manchester United, they have a very strong team. At first, before they signed Ronaldo, I think they were going to compete, but you know, at the end of the day, they might fall off. But with the acquisition of Ronaldo, it changed the whole story. So I think it's going to be a tough league, and it's not going to be easy for Chelsea. But we have what it takes to win it. So I believe, as a Chelsea fan, I believe we have all the arsenal, you know, everything to win the league. Another thing that's going to work for Chelsea is the squad depth. You know, apart from like our first 11, our second 11 can actually, you know, make it to the top 4. Even apart from the second 11, we still have some fringe players who were not sold, who we thought were going to be loaned and sold, and they're still there. Like in case of any injury, these guys can still come in. So there's so much wealth in this squad depth that we have, that like world-class players is on the bench. Look at the Chelsea bench, you'll be like, yeah. So I believe we can win the Premier League. And for the Champions League, we won it last season. Even at the season, we didn't play at our best. You know, everything changed at some point. And then you have like young players like Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Bruce James, who are like young players 2 seasons into the Premier League and they have the Champions League. So the mentality is different right now. So and that's all you need most of the time. Playing against. I mean, look at other teams apart from Bayern Munich. The 2 Spanish giants are not like in their best form right now. This season, I don't think any of them might win it. Look at. I think it's only Bayern Munich and PSG that can pose big problem for Chelsea right now. As a Chelsea fan, those are the 2 teams I can say, yeah, we're playing this game. This is a real match. But if you play against Barca and Madrid, I will still have some confidence that we can win this game. Like if we play real good football and we play our game, we can win this game. But if you're playing against PSG and Barca and Bayern Munich, anybody can win. But like I said, with the squad we have, with the manager we have, the mentality we have, the unity in the team, Chelsea has all it takes to win the Premier League and the Champions League. And I know other teams can compete like Manchester and all that, but I feel like we can do it.
Yeah, I was speaking to a friend yesterday about the squad depth of Chelsea, and I was forced to tell him, what, Chelsea has that rich squad at the moment right now, and with such, I believe they are forced to reckon with in the EPL. So, but let me ask you this question before I bring the show to a close today. Comparing Manchester City's squad depth and Chelsea's squad depth, who do you think, or which squad do you think has the best best players or best squad?
I think it's a tight one. But I mean, it's hard to say. But I think the only edge we have over Manchester City right now is the striker. And all you have to do is score goals. But Manchester City can't take it away from them. Even if they use a defender as a striker, they will score because they will make those chances. They create those chances. But the most important for you to win a league is for you to be able to score goals. Like not just score goals, get those victories. Sometimes it doesn't come easy. You don't play good football, but you have a striker who can turn 0 to 100 in a minute. So and I think Lukaku is the kind of striker that can do that. So for Manchester City right now, I think if they got Harry Kane, it will be they will actually get stronger. But let's see what Ferran Torres can do. I think he's a guy who can score goals as well. But he's not proven. Nobody knows him. Sometimes these are the kind of things that happen, and this it changes a lot of things sometimes. But Pep is a manager. He's done it so many times. He's intelligent, smart, and nobody knows. The media is not on Pep right now. He's won it so many times. The media is on other teams right now who just brought in what they need. So as a Chelsea fan, I think I'll stick with my team. But definitely Manchester City, I think we're on the same level, to be honest.
All right. So I want to ask both of you, if you guys have or can give me your top 5 prediction for week 5 EPL, and let me start with you. We have the game of the week, and it's going to be Tottenham at home to Chelsea. We're going to have West Ham United at home to hosting Manchester United.
Okay.
And we have Liverpool at Anfield hosting Crystal Palace. Because we saw what Crystal Palace did to Tottenham yesterday.
Okay.
And we also have Man City hosting Southampton. Can you give me your top 3 predictions for these games?
The Manchester Southampton should be a walkover. I think, yeah, sure. Manchester are playing at home, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that should be like a 4-0 prediction for me. And I'll say Chelsea Tottenham. That's a walkover game for Chelsea. I mean, Tottenham are really in bad shape right now with 2 defenders down on injury, and Tanganga who should help that record too. So I feel like there's nobody to hold Lukaku. So that should be another easy 3-0 win for Chelsea. Then Liverpool, Crystal Palace. That's gonna be a tricky game though, because Crystal Palace game is different this season, and compared to how they played last season, when they sit back, now they have players that can hold the ball for them and push them forward to counter a team. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a tough style for Liverpool to just ride them over. I mean, last season they won them 7-0, but I don't think it's gonna be like that. So I would say 2-1 Liverpool. And to West Ham, Manchester United, that's a walkover for us too. So should be another Ronaldo or Viva Ronaldo show. So I mean, Ronaldo plus Fernandes plus Pogba plus Sancho, Greenwood plus Cavani. Say we give them 4-0. Yeah, I'll go 4-0.
All right, you're very ambitious of the result when it comes to Manchester United.
Yes, sir.
It's another team.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shonke, can you give me your predictions for the following games as well?
For Chelsea Tottenham, I think that's even. You said Tottenham is in a bad shape. I don't think so. Like they won their first 3 games, right? And they lost the first game. Lost. First time they dropped points was last this weekend. So. I mean, Tottenham is always Tottenham. Even if they are in the worst shape, even if Chelsea is in the worst shape, the London derby is always going to be London derby. So I don't think it's going to be a walkover for Chelsea. That's a tough game. Maybe we can win, probably 2-1, or 3-1. I don't want us to have. So I'll just say, let me just say 2-1. 2-1. I don't see Kane. The guy.
You don't want to be proud.
I'm not like I'm just being realistic, but I feel like they can score. They have a good manager, the Portuguese, and this is really great. I don't think they cannot score. They can score. So, and I think we can score as well. So, but we can score more goals and concede less goals. So I'll just say 2-1.
2-1 to Tottenham or Chelsea?
No, to Chelsea. Of course, to Chelsea. Of course, to Chelsea.
All right. We also have
West Ham at home to Manchester United. That would have been a tough game because this dude Antonio is in the form of his life right now. I think this is gonna be his best season so far. Yeah, but the problem is he had a red card last game, so I think that's gonna lessen the pressure on Manchester United defense. But because I think his replacement shouldn't be as strong. Because it's almost like Lukaku as well. He's strong, he's intelligent, and it's gonna cause a lot of problem for you. Even if he doesn't score, it's gonna make you go back to defend. So I see Manchester United winning that. Maybe they can win 3-1 or 3-0. For Manchester City, Southampton. Sometimes Southampton is a team you can't really predict. Sometimes we know they beat them, but sometimes they just spring out some kind of surprises you don't really expect. So. And they have really young players who are good. I think we loaned Broja, and they have this new guy on the right side, Livramento, amazing guy, he's great. And so they have a tricky team, but at the end of the day, Manchester City should be able to beat them. If they are up to Man City, I think Man City can win at least 3-4 goals, And for Crystal Palace and Liverpool's going to win. But Crystal Palace is also a team, having young players. I think they can score. They've been scoring goals, but I think they got their first points yesterday or 3 points. I can't remember that, but they've been losing game, but they've been scoring goals as well. So I think if who's on?
Liverpool.
Liverpool's on. It's probably gonna be 3-0.
The first
I thought you were gonna say there's gonna be an upset.
No, I don't see upset. I don't see that right now. At the beginning of the season, there's going to be upset though. Forget about Ronaldo. When the real EPL starts around December, you're gonna see some surprises. Brentford beating Man U, even Ronaldo. Even with Lukaku and Chelsea dropping some points, don't even expect. So that's the beauty of EPL. You can't really predict these games. But at the beginning of the season, where everything is hot, the teams are really showing their power, the confidence and everything, the quality. Now you're gonna see teams actually getting the points they actually deserve to get. But as time goes on, when they're playing cup games, Champions League, having accumulating a lot of games, I think it's become more difficult at that point, and you can start to see different kind of surprises. But this is EPL. Next week we can start seeing our surprises as well. So I'm not going to be shocked if something different happens.
All right, viewers at home, I want you all to also send in your predictions. If you get 5 predictions right, you stand a chance of winning yourself some amazing prizes. Subscribe to our channel, like, comment on the program.